Namaste to all my beautiful, beloved friends all over the world. Welcome to some Sufi Insights with me, Nobieh. As I told you before and mentioned in my previous videos, I love this beautiful season of spring. And I feel that I am in an enchanted garden. Not only the nature, but the garden of the heart. We have 4 beautiful seasons. All of them has their own qualities. But spring for me is very special, as I love this feeling of joy, hope, inspiration, the new beginning, a rebirth. The whole nature becomes full of blossom, and the garden of our hearts also start to bloom, flourish. We witness the generosity of Mother Nature all around us. And the garden of our heart, it's time for it to flourish also. It's time for us to remind ourselves to bloom through the nectar of love into our own hearts. Since last April, last spring, personally, I've been a traveler all my life. And traveling in different countries, in different places, got me to learn few languages. So I grew up in between France and Iran, so I speak French. Farsi, of course, is my native language, so I speak mostly in Farsi language. And then English for many years. I write mostly in English, and I communicate with you, my friends, in English, which is an international language, so that we can understand each other. But what I most learned in my travels and also communicating and connecting with people, the real connection is always through the heart. And a beautiful heart, when it's open, you can connect with anyone, any being. This challenging time that we had since last year, it's been for all of us a time to witness, to be receptive, and to surrender, acceptance, the changes. Our heart broke many times. And then again and again, we found the courage to flourish again, like this springtime. After a winter, nature starts to wake up, and we witness all the beauty and just the miracles of life everywhere. For me, as I mentioned in my previous videos, I am not an expert in Persian poetry or in Sufism. But as beloved master that I really connect with in my own heart, Osho, talked about the meaning of the Sufi is just the one who is in love with love itself. And that's how I see a Sufi. So we don't know, from 750 years ago, centuries ago, our beloved Sufi mystic poet Molana Rumi recited some beautiful heart songs in the language that I understand. So for me to share this poetry is just a privilege to understand this language and to transmit the message from my heart to yours. I hope that you enjoy. So today I chose a poem to celebrate the flourishing of our hearts on our garden, enchanted garden of our own heart. The joy of celebrating the spring of our hearts. باغی که من از بهار او بشکفتم، بشکفت و نمود هرچه من میگفتم. با ساغر اقبال چو کرد او جفتم، سرمست شدم سر بنهادم خفتم. Flourished the garden, I blossomed in its spring. Flourished the garden, I blossomed in its spring, and manifested all that I declared. Manifested all that I declared. When it paired me with the cupbearer of luck, when it paired me with the cupbearer of luck, of good fortune, I became drunk, exultant in its grace. I became drunk, exultant in its grace. I laid my head down. I laid my head down, surrendered, and fell asleep. I surrendered. I surrender. Thank you so much for being with me. And I hope that all your beautiful gardens of hearts blossom, flourish in this beautiful season of spring. May you always rejoice in your own heart and get nurtured with the nectar of love. Thank you so much. Bless you. And I love you. Namaste. Yahoo.